Welcome everyone to another episode of Planetary Rush to Grandmaster. So far the series has exceeded all expectations. Our MMR is sky high. We are only 4 MMR away from 5-5. Is this when we are finally going to be stopped? Or is our hot streak going to continue? Let's find out. Our first game of the day is going to be against Rikas, a 5-6 Grandmaster Terran. Opponents are getting scarier and scarier, of course. We're playing on Neo-Humanity. And I'm scared, guys. Terrans, I always feel like there's such an element of things balancing on a sharp edge, I guess I want to say. Because if my CC is found, or if my opponent does like the right build, if they're a little bit like too cheesy early on, the game becomes incredibly difficult. Now, if I had to choose between all of my TVT versions, which one would be the best against Terran? I think I would go for the Reaper Hellion. And I say that because it gives me the most micro potential. I feel like the Cyclones look pretty good, but if my opponent also makes Cyclone and is as good as microing them as a 5-6 GM Terran should be, I'm not quite sure if it's as strong. But with Reaper Hellion, there might be a little bit more flexibility in my army control. I think I might have a little bit more to say in the micro battle. So I think that's a strategy I'm going to go for this time. But let's find a really good spot for our command center. So ideally I go for the main. Oh guys, actually, this is a very negative thing about this map for my build. Check this out. The main here is so small. It doesn't really seem like there's place to put a planetary. Like, look at my base, for example. My command center is here. My barracks is here. I guess I could put it like down here, but it also doesn't quite feel right. So, I'm not sure. Maybe we should go for a natural push. Put the command center right about here in his space. Try to get a planetary going there. Doesn't seem like the easiest map ever, though. And that is an important thing to learn about this map for the future. I mean, I don't really veto maps usually. I mean, ooh, what did I just find? Is that a misplaced barracks, guys? Okay. And I say misplaced because obviously you're not supposed to find that with your scouting SCV in a normal path. Now, this could be two things. This could be a proxy 2 ranks or it could be a proxy marauder. We're going to find out by looking at his SCV count just shortly. Let's see what he actually has. There's no factory yet. This does look like a proxy 2x Reaper here, judging from the SCV count. Now, so far, in TVTs, I actually said it in one of the episodes, which I still think is a bit of a suspicious thing to say, but if Planetary Fortress Rush was ever a good strategy, it is going to be against proxy 2x Reaper. Now, defending it is never going to be easy. I'm going to pull a few SCVs. I hope this is the wall it looks like it is, because then maybe I can set up my SCVs perfectly and get like a nice surround as the Reaper jumps in. I'm just going to be making my command center here, of course, to fly it in later. I say as if it's the most normal build in the world. Okay, so we're getting attacked from the front. This is going to be pretty good for us, I think, here, guys, because our Reaper's going to finish and we might be able to get a Reaper straight from the start. It's very close. Doesn't... Oh, he's actually gonna do that. Can I micro this perfectly? I think we can. We might even get all the Reapers here, guys. That's one down. Maybe we can get a second one. No, that's probably a little bit too greedy going for that. But yeah, we lost 3 SCVs. But killing any Reapers early on is absolutely fantastic for this build order. Now, I'm gonna make this starport because I might need a medevac later on. Notice how he does have the wall there. Oh, he's being very aggressive. I don't think he can be this aggressive, guys. If he stays around, yeah, he knows. You could tell he was retreating with those grenades. If he stays around, he might just get absolutely obliterated once my Hellions start coming onto the field. There we go. He's going for 5 Reapers, it seems like. I'm going to make an engineering bay there, because it's the least likely to be scouted by the flying barracks into my base, right? So he has 5 Reapers. Oh, he's actually going to go for it. No way. We are going to be able to corner him here. I'm going to use these to wall that off extra fast. Let's see if I can actually make it. Yeah, we got a wall off there. I walled off the Reaper jump spot, guys. And he is not allowed to leave no more. And he's going to be losing 5 Reapers here. Excuse me. Hopefully for not too much damage. And I think that was not enough damage at all there. Look, that was absolutely beautiful. That fast-thinking engineering bay definitely killing me 5 extra Reapers there. Else he would have just jumped out. Now, fact of the matter is, I don't really have that many SCVs, guys. Like, my economy is not as good as it should be. As you can see, I'm not quite saturated. I wonder if he realized what that engineering bay was for. Now, I'm gonna lose 1 SCV. My medevac is going to be absolutely important here. Without the medevac, I'm not going to be able to make anything happen. So let's boost that across instantly. He hasn't locked on yet, so that's what I'm going to be careful about. I think I can actually bait a lock on here. Because with the Reapers, okay. I was going to say, ooh, this is actually going to be a little bit of a micro dance. I thought I could jump in here with the Reapers, but apparently I can't. That's going to be a little bit rough to deal with. Now, My thingies have arrived. My medevac has arrived, sorry. And now we're going to go straight into the base. Here we go. He's probably going to be lifting that Viking shortly. He's locking on. Actually, we got the Viking right away. That is a really good pickoff. Now, it's still going to be a micro dance here. I'm just going for the SCVs here, guys, because he's focused on killing my thing. I'm going to be able to kill the Cyclone because he's separated from his other one. So that Cyclone goes down. Now we can kill the other one most likely. Or at least my Planetary Fortress is going to finish here, which is going to do so much damage. This Cyclone is actually trapped here because of my freaking Planetary Fortress. He is locked onto it. Let's see if we can actually kill that. That would be beautiful. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to. I got 2 Hellions on the low ground here. My Planetary does fall, but we've done a lot of damage. And now I'm just momentarily going to back off. But oh my god, that was a very close attack. You can tell this is a, you know, a very high-level match for the standards of a Planetary Fortress Rush game. He does have an extra base compared to me. And I'm not quite sure if we got out ahead there. How many SCVs does he have? He definitely has less SCVs than me, I would say. But I can't say it with full confidence, so there is that. Probably going to be landing his CC momentarily. If I had one SCV there to repair, it could have made a small difference. I don't think it really would have made a huge difference, but maybe that could have been huge. I decided to just walk it in instead to get some extra scouting, but maybe saving it could have been a very nice play. Now, what kind of units do I have that can help me close out this game? I wanted to go for a Hellion drop. But the problem is, with the amount of Cyclones he has, if I separate these units from each other, I might not actually have enough units to beat the Cyclones head on. So I'm taking a little bit extra time before I decide to go in with this medevac. I'm going to send the medevac there. I'm going to start making raid. Wait, he's actually in my... Ooh! Okay, then. This is going to be quite something, then. If he... Oh, he's not even here yet. Okay, then. I thought his entire army was there. And we're going to be able to kill a few Marines. I'm going to get into the base for free. That is insane. I can probably go for these Cyclones now. He realizes fast enough what's going on. I also have a bunch of Hellions in his base. I'm gonna go for the workers with those. Gonna get some really big hits here, though. He did out-micro my Cyclone there at the front, but he's losing so many workers for it. I actually got a Cyclone with my SCVs. That is massive. And I'm gonna kill so many more workers, and I can escape, I think, because he has used his lock-on. And there we go. Even more SCVs going down, and he still hasn't landed that natural, which gives me a very good sense of security. I have a tank here, which is gonna do all the work for me, probably. I don't think I will... Ooh, I did lose the medevac there. Maybe I... No, I can escape with 1 Reaper. I was gonna say 2. The slow zone! Please save me! No, not quite gonna save me. I got 1 Reaper alive. Might be getting picked off now. But I have the tank on my natural, and that's going to make me feel very safe here. I don't think he can possibly break that. I need to keep in mind he does have 1 more Viking, I think. I don't think I killed every single Viking, so he could use that to do some damage in my main base. I like how I have 2 engineering bases, by the way. This one for the Planetary, and this one to wall in his Reapers. It's like I'm playing Bio, but I don't even have a second barracks yet or anything like that. I could use this Raven to harass, because a lot of his SCVs are low health. Like, auto turrets obviously way more effective if you're going to use them against SCVs that are already absolutely bruised. So I'm just going to send it around, try to do some extra damage. And I think that could help me close out the game. I'm going to siege a tank in the main in case he's going to go for an attack by air. Oh, he did actually... How did he find that? What a god. That is some... 100 IQ or what? That's actually, wait, that's average, guys. Never mind. 120 IQ. 120 IQ map control right there. That's actually pretty sick that he had a freaking Viking chilling there. He's probably going to be able to kill that with his Cyclones. Does he have an extra barracks? Yeah, he does. Okay. Oh, wow, of course he does, because he opened with 2 Rex Reaper, right? In all the chaos, you kind of end up forgetting what's actually going on here. Yeah, that scan makes me believe that he was standing in front of my base. I'm going to add a second factory here. And then I'm hopefully going to be able to kill a lot of workers with this. He is making a 3rd command center. Whoa, he actually got that with those Marines. That is surprising, I have to say. I really didn't think that was going to die. I don't actually have an auto turret available. So that is pretty unfortunate. Let's see if I can escape with this one. Maybe I can put a turret next to his tank so he can't target it. A Banshee of all things. That is very interesting. Didn't expect the Banshee. He's going to lose it pretty fast anyway because of the Raven harassment distracting him at the same time. That is very nice. Now, it doesn't really feel like I'm so far ahead. I thought I was in a good spot, but he does have quite a lot of stuff going on for him. Now, maybe I can snipe the Cyclones here if he's not paying attention. Let's see. Can I get 1 shot? Not even. Oh, yeah. He does have the map control quite well here. I wish I had some kind of air so I could actually just take him down. Let's see. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to siege here and see if he walks into me. Oh, he's still making Banshees. Ah, I didn't realize he made... I think he just made a big mistake then. by not cloaking the other one. Unless he went for 2 banshees without cloak. I mean, that's very unusual. It could be the case. Maybe he's just trying to make anything happen that he can. Yeah, it does seem like it. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a mistake. Maybe it was on purpose. 2 banshees without cloak. That is a very strange opener. Obviously, I say as someone playing, you know, Planetary Fortress Rush Grandmaster at this point, right? No, we have a Viking. Let's see, he has 2 tanks, but I think we have so many Marines, I might be able to break him. Normally in TVT, you never walk into tanks, but with this amount of Marines, I think we can totally do it. Let's see, here we go. I'm gonna siege in time. That first tank is already toast. There we go. And I'll be able to go for the second tank momentarily. I have an interference matrix, so that's gonna be frozen. He has another tank, but it's not gonna matter. And Planetary Fortress Rush has taken down a 5-6 Terran, putting us above 5.5k, which was a major goal. And at this point, I don't even know where the limits are. This game, unit loss was quite close. He did well, but we just killed so many SUVs at the start. And like I said, guys, PF Rush might be good against 2-Rex Reaper. I'm not sure if it really is, but it feels like it. Let's go for game number 2. All right, game number 2 is against another Terran player, this time on Babylon. Let's see what this map is good for. I do remember always thinking this map is not that great for Reaper strategies. Let me show you why. So the Reaper jump up cliff here is very narrow, and it's also a double jump. And it just feels a little bit too easy to defend. It's very close to the ramp, so on this map I would probably rather go for another strategy. I'm kind of hoping for some kind of tank strategy, though so far my 2 favorite ones have definitely been the Reaper Hellion strat and the Cyclones. Just because it gives a little micro potential, so maybe I could go for the Cyclones. But then again, for Cyclones, you would rather have a map without a ramp on the natural, so you can actually have vision without needing to, like, scan or something. Though at the same time, you can obviously use the command center for vision, but that's, you know, it gets a little bit crazy. I do think that's a pretty cool idea, though. Maybe I'll go for it this game. It's also a pretty safe opener. You know, without the Planetary Fortress Rush part, of course. But the opener is relatively safe, going Reaper into Cyclone. Don't usually die to anything crazy with that. Now, what is the rush distance on this map? I would say it's medium, so I'm going to scout a little bit earlier. Last game, I actually forgot to send my scout for like a few seconds, and it was a little bit late, but didn't end up matching. And by the way, we got quite lucky last game, didn't we, by finding those proxies on accident. I mean, it's a mistake by the opponent, which you could consider as lucky or not, but, you know, it was nice anyway. Now, where am I going to make the CC this time? I feel like this is definitely too close. I'm actually not quite sure what the standard Reaper path is, because what if the Reaper jumps down and goes here, right? Because that's where I was planning to make my command center, but it's very possible that that is just exactly where the Reaper is going to go. Let's see what he has up his ramp. Nothing. Are we getting cheesed again, guys? This guy doesn't even have an orbital. Oh my god, this is the hardest cheese I've ever seen. Okay, we're getting... This is like 3-Rex Reaper, I guess? That is... He has 6 SCVs on minerals, guys. That is absolutely incredible. Okay, yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to defend that. I'm gonna cut a little gas, because obviously we need to afford my command center at some point, right? I think I'm just gonna go for a bunker here. Like I said, this map is not that great for a Reaper, so even 1 bunker should be enough. I don't think he can jump in there, so this is already pretty much a full wall off. And I'm gonna make my command center. I'm actually gonna make it on the base, so if he returns, we're not in danger. Oh, we're on the Reaper. He made a micro mistake already. Don't tell me he's gonna get punished instantly. Oh, that is so close. He is actually gonna get punished. Oh no, that is terrible. You cannot afford any losses with a proxy Reaper like this, guys. That is a horrible start for our opponent here. And he's gonna lose another Reaper as well. Oh man, this is just... This is a little bit painful, guys. I'm not gonna lie. You have to be so careful. Yeah. Guys, what am I even supposed to do? Okay, I promise I was gonna make a command center, okay? This is... You guys saw the SUV, you guys could see me saving minerals, right? This counts, right? But yeah, it's... First of all, guys, I said at the start, not a good map for Reaper. Second of all, you cannot afford to lose a single Reaper. You always have to be very careful. You lose the first Reaper with a proxy Reaper build, you should be done and dusted. Nothing you can do to recover, so that was his biggest mistake. And yeah, I guess we'll take it. Game number 2 is a win. Let's keep it going. All right, third opponent is going to be Mekatas, a 5061 MMR Protoss player. Now, I would love to try that TVP strategy again from the last episode where the Protoss ended up getting very angry against us, because that Protoss messed it up so bad, I honestly couldn't judge whether it was going to be a good strategy or not. So this episode, I would like to see if it's actually a potent strategy and if it's something we need to keep in our book for the future to come, right? Because at some point, we're going to end up having to use... only our best strategies. Do we still want to climb now? What's very cool about this is that I've noticed in PF Rush to Grandmaster that we have a bunch of strategies that are about on the same, like, efficiency level. So it hasn't felt like we needed to narrow our strategies down to still have a chance, you know. I feel like in a lot of other series, what kind of happens is there's one build that is just way better than the others, and that's the build we have to use every time to have a chance. But with PF Rush, it feels like there is, yeah, at least 2 strategies per matchup, mostly even 3, and there's probably even some I haven't even found yet that are on the same level, so I can keep the variety even in the higher MMRs. Obviously, at some point, we're going to end up getting destroyed, but that's all right. That is the limit we're trying to find. How far can we truly push this? Now, ooh, we're actually getting cannon rushed. Okay, well, interesting. I'm not quite sure. Wait, did he just fail to put on the pylons, or like what? I'm confused. Is it a fake cannon rush? I'm actually a little bit confused. Like, what is this supposed to be? Is it a fake, or did he just fail? Now, these are the kind of things I struggle with, guys. How am I supposed to know whether it's a fake or if we just failed really bad? Now, this is a real pro gamer struggle right here. I'm gonna send this across because I have to. Because at this point, I'll make a depot. If he still wanted to cannon rush me, I feel like he would have tried a little bit harder. He can always still try it, though. I'm very tempted to come and kill this pro, by the way. Oh, he recalled it, but he's gonna lose it because I pulled another SCV. Man, that was the weirdest early game we've played so far. I kind of stopped my entire thinking and my entire, you know, preparing for the late game because I was like, oh, we're getting cannon rushed, okay. But then I just wasn't quite sure what was going on anymore. Let's see what he has over here. He has a later Nexus, so I guess that says enough that he probably actually wanted to cannon rush me. What does he have over here? He doesn't have anything. Let's see. So he has a gateway? Could have been that was actually a planned fake. In that case, I would say he actually did a really good job because I really wasn't sure whether he was faking or just failing. So that must have been an excellent fake by him. Well done. I'm going to make the command center over here. And just try to be as annoying as possible with this Reaper. Juke this Adept so I can go back down. Now, should I kill the pylon? This is actually a little bit of a tough question because I want to keep the pressure on as much as possible. But the pylon is also, it gives him supply and it gives him vision of what I'm doing. And I don't like either of those things. Let's do a little bit of dancing with the Adept. I could go into the main. I don't actually want to stay here, though. Yeah, he actually noticed. He's reading it quite well, my movements. He noticed I wanted to leave, so he was actually staying there and waiting for his second Adept to finish instead to deal with it. Now, my command center is literally right next to his base, which is always a little bit terrifying. I'm going to make the eBay already, because Micro is going to start getting a little bit more intense. I think the fact that I'm not killing his pylon also makes him a little bit suspicious, of course. Because he must be like, okay, he's sending every unit across the map. He wants to do damage. And we still haven't scouted the tech either. Oh, what is that? That is very unfortunate placement of the units, because I must have passed him on accident. Now, if he's gonna attack my base, I can maybe just walk into his base instead. I think this means he's most likely playing Stargate. Oh, there's a Stalker out here now. He doesn't have any units to protect that. Is this gonna be another early game disaster for this Protoss player? Just like in the last episode, he's gonna lose all these pros for free, and there's nothing he can do against it because he just sent all of his units across the map. Adepts do not kill buildings very fast. It's time for me to fly in the Planetary. Look at how many probes he's lost. That's been at least 10 probes already. He did manage to kill my... Is that gonna die? At some point, I hope, right? That would be nice. Here we go. The CC is flying in. Keep in mind, he does have a robotics facility, which means an Immortal would obviously just destroy this Planetary, right? Let's see how many workers I can kill. The answer is a lot so far. Have I killed his Adepts yet? Not quite yet. Let me target the red HP one first. Yeah, he went for an Immortal. Ooh, that means his Planetary is not going to stay alive here, unfortunately. I think I have to do a little bit of a transition here. Oh, I killed so many freaking workers, though. I'm actually going to go for... I think I'll just expand, actually. I'm going to expand behind this. And then I'll use this command center to fly again later. And I say this because an Immortal does so much damage against Armored. I actually think there's no chance I would be able to bust through that if I just landed it. Like, even the Immortal alone would kill it in time. Now, I have so many units. I can just... go around with these while he's chasing my command center, then go in and kill all of his probes again. He does have the one Immortal, but one Immortal is not going to stop. That's 6 Reapers. Holy crap, that's more Reapers than I thought I had. It's not going to stop 6 Reapers killing all of his probes pretty much. So I think he's out of position for this one. Here we go. I'm just going to one-shot all of these probes here. And then I'll go into the main after that. He's activating the battery, but I have so many units. Oh, no, that actually stays alive. Okay, then. Right, I was going to say, I have so many units, it's going to kill it through the battery. I was wrong about that. Yeah, I actually didn't kill him at all. But I'm still going to be able to kill all of these probes here. Here we go. Targeting more and more. At this point, he must be below 20 probes for sure. Maybe even below 15. Don't think he's making anything from that. I did lose my command center, which provides a lot of supply. So that's a little bit annoying. But it's okay. I'm very tempted to fly this command center across the map still, by the way. Because I do want to complete the planetary rush and no matter what. Let's see. I'll siege a tank over here. Oh, he does have a decent amount of probes. So really not that bad, actually. I thought he was going to have way less than that. Now, how am I going to approach this? I feel like flying this all the way across the map would be a little bit too much of a hassle. But at the same time, making another one on his side of the map is also a little bit crazy, right? I mean, both of these options are just way too crazy. I think I'm just gonna do it anyway, though. So I'm gonna be long distance mining. Now you guys can see how much I love sticking to the spirit of the challenge. Because I tried my planetary rush. I could have just transitioned, but I'm gonna stick to the challenge as much as possible. So I'm gonna fly this all the way to his base after making him believe I was expanding. And then I'll try to still get him with it. Now, I do have 2 liberators. I'm gonna get a 3rd siege tank on the way. If you guys remember, I always tell you the magic count for doing pushes against Protoss is going to be 3 siege tanks exactly. And the reason for that is that you can kill stuff through a battery overcharge. Now, it seems like he sent his unit. I thought it was a disruptor in the prism, but he might have just sent all of his units. Wait, he's going to lose that? It's a slow warp-in. Oh, no. He lost his target to Reapers because it was a slow warp-in. That is actually a disaster for him. That it's such a, unfortunate use of your resources. And he saw my command center, I think. I don't think he saw my army, though. So my army is coming across now. He does have 2 Stalkers and an Immortal in that prism, I believe, exactly. And yeah, I mean, the command center is coming, but he doesn't have any units there. So I don't even know if he can stop this no matter what. I'll just siege his ramp, actually. I don't think there's much he'll be able to do about it. I'll tank the disruptor shot with one of my tanks. There we go. And then I'll just siege over here. Planetary is coming, which... Oh, my Immortal actually died. Oh, no, it's not gonna... Or my... I was going to say my siege tank, but it wasn't going to matter. There we go. The command center was coming on. And this was possibly one of the weirdest planetary rushes yet. Because I made one. I flew it in. It died. Then I made one on my expansion. I flew it all the way over. And then he died. Yeah, fascinating game. He actually had more workers than me. Despite me killing 40 workers. He made 73 workers this game, guys. And he didn't even really get to mine, even a gas on his natural. I feel a bit confused. This episode was absolutely crazy. The last game was crazy where I didn't even get to make a command center for the planetary rush. Not to my own doing, of course. I play by the rules. But yeah, absolutely insane episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, though. Make sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Adios.